up a hit them like and then wonder, stratosphere region. It wander from outer space. Nah, let's ping them.
Andrew Wallace this and Andrew Wallace this. Andrew Wallace this and Andrew Wallace that. Let me tell you something more than that. Getting on the bomb of blood clot help. Some people are going to get help. Some are going to get little. Some are going to get full help. Some are going to get half a help. Some are going to get quarter help. And some are going to help them.
A real talk. That girl you talk. Real bomb clot talk. And not joke thing she talk.
Everybody. So I fuck you on chat.
Real talk, my G. The girl, I talk real talk.
Them are going to try to help the poor.
Them are going to help who them want to help and who them not going to help.
I want to start playing blame game and I talk about Prime Minister this and Prime Minister blood clot that. We are going to need help from all over the world. We don't find Prime Minister when you can do. Billions of dollars can cost to fix back the country. Billions. The country can't fix back for now. Years it will take to fix back. So the call up the man name every day about Prime Minister do what? What Prime Minister to do? You think he can help every parish? You think he can help every parish? 2,000 and 70% of the country rush up. Which why you think the Prime Minister will get money to go fix 70% of the country? We have to wait for England to come help, America to come help, China to come help, all different kind of countries to come put in hand. You know, it's a rocky country. We got back about 40 years behind. So to stop play blame game about Andrew Wallace, Andrew. And everybody have to play your part. Your mother have to play a part. Your father, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your niece. Everybody have to play a little part in this. This is going to take decades for the country to go back to the country.
Real talk people and I'm not joke.
I'm sitting here with Anna and her beautiful family. We have a huge concern. I'm not sure what the concern is right now, guys. Reading Road, you can see we've got a stranded community this way. Right? It's not boats. The boats and the air assets, the semi-helicopters, the semi-everything I need to get to these people. There's about 300 people back there stranded. It's been like this since the hurricane. We have the assets available. We need people to get up there now and start supporting this mission. This ain't no joke. Let's get off of these people. All back there. Stranded community. If we can't, I'm going to go back there. They can come back there to the refrigerator, guys. Paddling a damn refrigerator to go help people out. Come on. We know the resources are there. Let's start moving.
In terms of relief, why have we not yet heard the announcement of an independent oversight committee to include, for instance, private sector, civil society, and opposition members to monitor the expenditure that is going to be done along with regular reporting to Parliament? What we don't want is an Auditor General's report 6 months after the fact. Second, I've been hearing everything that's been said about the national response, the immediate national response has been slow and inadequate. The government has been acting as if it didn't know the kind of damage that a cat bank would have done. Why have we not seen immediate deployments of mass aid to the affected communities, along with things like immediate erection of warehouses to hold such aid, immediate erection of mass shelters and or evacuations? And then finally, why had we not seen an equivalent in-time response to Westmoreland as there was to St. Elizabeth, seeing that that was where the eye of the hurricane made landfall? So it was obvious that there would also have been catastrophic damage there.
It sounded as if there was some military precision in how we prepared for the storm and hurricane rather, and how we responded to it. And I want to ask everyone who helped, the JVF, the JCF, the outsiders, whomever else. But I just, the case in South St. James, and it could also be because the data gaps are so wide and so glaring that we have not seen that kind of treatment that you laid out for us here today. So we didn't see the JVF people rappelling
member from South St. James is misleading the House, Madam Speaker. At no point and at no time in the Prime Minister's presentation did he speak about persons coming out of helicopters. As you just said a while ago. Madam,
Most of us appreciate English language and understand similes or metaphor, but you'll get there.
wait a minute.
Now, Madam Speaker, Prime Minister, and thank you. I was speaking to the reports you were receiving. I'm certain you did not go there and collect that information yourself, but you're relying on those in the field to provide you with information so you can make the best decisions. And I'm saying that what was shared here today doesn't reflect the reality we had on the ground in South St. James. As someone who walked across the constituency from Wednesday until Sunday and returns there tomorrow, I speak as their mouthpiece to say to you, Prime Minister, that what you have received, consider, or will you consider, that it may be embellished and not truly reflective of what we are experiencing? That's a question. My next question is about the scale of the damage and inadequate allocations, and I want to thank you and thank your cabinet for considering that $10 million allocation to a constituency like South St. James. But when you get a chance, and I know you have a long list of places to go, Prime Minister, will you consider coming to South St. James and these constituencies on foot this time and see for yourself the scale of the damage? I know that data is not our strong point in Jamaica. We don't collect enough data to show you that 5 or 10 or whole communities have been wiped out.
I don't get anything from man. Mayor said this helicopter bring food to the people. But me no really see anything forward up here for me tomorrow. So people.
Issue independently something that is known as a catastrophe bond. We're a small country that is susceptible, vulnerable to natural disaster shocks, i.e., hurricane, tropical cyclone, etc. That if it occurs can put the government out because it, lots of expenses. And it became very clear to me, and I said, look, if I get the chance, I will never leave Jamaica exposed to the effect of natural disaster again, in terms of fiscal exposure, because I came face to face with the possibility of what that would mean. In that over that period, I'm having discussions with IMF about how we would have to upsize what we were about to announce.
Yeah, it's almost like every think measures, countermeasures,
Exactly. Yeah. In the end, thank God, praise God, hurricane did this, and it went up and hit Haiti. Unfortunately, 800 people died in Haiti.
Wow.
And that was a hurricane that went all the way to New Jersey and reduced New Jersey to being like a developing country. I think we can all remember that.
Yeah.
So, what we decided to put in place a multi-layered strategy of financial instruments that delivers resources in the event of a natural disaster.
How about that? How about people? People, this is not joke thing. God, I come for more. The sea, I can back it coast. I clear not enough people.
Saying that you're not doing everything. All the bad people in the director, people can care of the ship. So therefore, if the ship capsizes, you have to blame yourself. Take this. Please.
The employees at the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management are qualified individuals who have given sterling contribution over many years to the people of Jamaica. Many of them have qualified themselves locally and internationally and have been working for billions for many years. Yet they continue to give selflessly to the people of Jamaica. The problem is that although have been starved of resources and have not been able to function at the capacity that they should, the employees are not the problem. The employees are giving sterling contribution. In fact,
time, we ought to be empathetic because public servants, specifically those in disaster preparedness and those on the front line, have given selflessly to this country.
Some people
Hit wonder. Talk the thing down.